On a silent night in Gandu, my stepmother sent me to fetch firewood. I didn't know she had hired an assassin to unalive me. "Hi, my name is Adaaku. Sit with me as I tell you how my wicked stepmother unalived me, but I traveled back in time to take revenge. I, Adaaku, is the first child of my dad and mom. My parents were the couple that the whole town admired. They loved and cherished each other. One fateful day, the elders brought Kwanzaa, my stepmother, to our home, claiming that my grandparents on my dad's side had married my stepmother for my dad as a second wife. My mom, though sad, embraced Kwanzaa and welcomed her into our peaceful home. A month later, my mother became sick with an unknown illness. No amount of local herbs and medicine cured or made her better. Her health deteriorated faster each and every day that passes. One day, she called me. Laying on her sickbed, she said with a feeble voice, "Adaaku, my daughter, I love you. I wish I could see you happy living your best life one day, but my ancestors are calling and I have to respond to their call. But before I leave you, you should have this." She handed me a coin and continued, "Make this coin into a bead and tie it around your waist. Never take it off, no matter what. It is my protection to you as my daughter." I sobbed as my mother bade me farewell. "Can you get me water, my daughter?" she requested. My mom passed away as I stepped out to get her the water she requested. That is how my mom left me alone in this cruel world. Like Cinderella without a mom, my stepmother revealed and unveiled her true colors. I saw Shaggy for 10 years. She maltreated me, and it became worse as she had her own children. Kwanzaa, my stepmother, put me through hell, and whenever my dad would intervene, she would claim she was teaching me the right way to become a woman. She would starve me whenever my dad went to the neighboring village and beat me mercilessly in the name of training me. She would say things like, "You better do it right before I send you to join your stupid mother, or I will make you disappear, you stupid girl." Her twin daughter did nothing at home. They were the princesses in the house. I had to cook, sweep, wash, clean, go to the market, or even collect firewood at night. One market day, I was sick, so I decided to stay home and rest. My stepmother, oblivious to me being home, was having a conversation with her best friend and said, "Baba, thanks for helping me get rid of that stupid woman." "What are friends for, if not to help?" her friend chipped in. "It's been 10 years since her passing, and I've been enjoying this house and everything. But her daughter is my problem now," my stepmother said, fear laced in her voice. "What is the problem? Is she bothering you?" her friend inquired. I lay in bed, quiet, listening to everything. "I want her out of this house, but I cannot do to her as I did to her mother. The potion I used on her is too expensive to waste on Adaaku," my stepmother said. After having a vivid conversation, my stepmother stopped talking for a minute. I think she realized she should have checked every room to see who was home first. She started opening doors to every room, checking who was in the house. She barged into my room as I pretended to sleep, even managing to snore a little to convince her I heard nothing. As days passed, she watched me like a hawk looking down on her prey. She monitored my every move, and I never gave anything away. My dad was away to hand, so I had to hold everything in till he came home. I didn't know I was up for a rude awakening. She had called me one night and said, "Adaaku, go into the north side of Gandu and fetch firewood." I knew she had plans, but I was caught off guard. A man covered in marks chased me down the stream as I went to collect the firewood. He grabbed me by the neck and drowned me in the river as I struggled with him. He was stronger and he overpowered me. He said, "Your stepmother has paid me to do this, so I can't let you go." I couldn't fight no more as I lost consciousness and gave up. As I was losing consciousness, I felt something at my waist envelop me and snatch me into a new realm. I coughed. I heard a voice outside my heart. It was the voice of my mother. Quickly, I ran out. Yes, I confirmed it was my mother, standing in the middle of the house, smiling at me. I ran into her arms and said, "I miss you, mother." "What is wrong with you, Miss Adaaku?" she said jokingly. I was still in her arms when she said, "Go shower. The elders will be bringing your father's second wife home today." There, I realized I had time travel. The first time, I knew nothing. This time, I had the dice in my hand, so I knew how to toss. I did nothing during the introduction of my dad's second wife. I stayed calm as my second life was gifted to me. I watched like a hawk how she poisoned my mom's food little by little, and I was there always to dump the food elsewhere and give my food to my mom. As time went on, kept putting the potion in my mom's food. I stopped dumping the food, but rather changed the bowls, gave the food with the potion to her instead. She ate it without realizing I had changed the food. As time went on, her health deteriorated. A month after her consuming all the food she tried to give to my mom, she passed away one fateful Saturday morning, with no one knowing exactly what was wrong with her.